Good?
It's recording, that's what you wanted to say, right?
That's what you want to say. Call meeting order, roll call.
Mayor Westergaard.
Yes.
Muller.
Yes.
Stanky.
Yes.
Tom.
Yes.
Bolton. Yep. Reese.
Yes.
Is there anyone who would like to address the council public forum?
I'm a little concerned that at your last meeting, you guys bent the open meetings laws in regards to a motion that was made during the city clerk administrator's report. Under open meetings laws, if you're going to take action, it needs to be an agenda item and not something as vague as city clerk administrator's report. Regardless of what the item is, that's not the proper place to make a motion. So I just wanted to say that I feel that you bent pretty severely the open meetings law with that. That was the motion by Waltman, second by Towns, to implement a 2-hour parking limit policy. You did it during the city administrator. It wasn't an agenda item, an action item on your agenda, which is what that needs to be before you take action. I have no problem with what you were trying to do. It's just you shouldn't have been doing it unless it was either on the agenda or amended to be included on the agenda in some way, shape, or form.
Thank you.
Thank you for drawing that to me.
Not very often, and as oftentimes it'll come up, we should, getting ready, we should do something on this, but that's not an agenda. We couldn't take it.
The difficulty is that if there was somebody who was concerned about that particular issue and had an opinion to give, they wouldn't have known it was even on the agenda. So they couldn't come and complain or voice their opinion. So that's why it needs to be an action item.
We'll work on that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay, consent agenda, any additions, corrections? Motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
I'll second.
Roll call.
Thanks.
Okay, Muller.
Yes.
Stanky. Yes. Tom.
Yes.
Bolton. Yep. Reese.
Yes.
Motion passed. The community club has purchased a trailer, looking to see if we can give a little help. We have a couple of options. Linda, do you want to tell us what we're going to do? Like us to
We're
do?
purchasing a 24-foot trailer for $6,500. It'll be stored at the Quonset. What this will be used for is all the stuff that's stored in the storeroom here and has to be drugged downstairs all the time, like the bingo, the stuff at the Stone Pier concert, the Chuck-a-Luck, everything will all be in this trailer and handy to get to for everything. Now we're borrowing from other people, like during Water Carnival, we borrow a trailer from someone. For Stone Pier, I think Emily's the one that owns that one, or anyway, but we would like to have you help us to purchase it in any way that you could see fit. With helping to fund it, I should say. We'd also like you to consider actually purchasing it under the city. For one, we would avoid sales tax, and for the other, you would have the insurance on it, and according to an insurance agent, it wouldn't cost you any more. Whereas as community club, we would have to get a whole policy for it, and it'd be kind of spendy for us.
So have you put bids out? Or bids out to just one person?
For the trailer, Well, we did some research on it. It's like half of a new one, half price of a new one. Did some comparison.
I mean, other, people that sell, other people that.
We go around several places.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's what I was.
This is a used one, out of Halo.
Okay, yeah, that's just funny.
I mean, anybody knows it. It's been used one time before we canvassed, but
No, that's fine, I just was wondering. Price.
it's 24 foot.
Yeah.
It's a big trailer, should hold everything.
Any other questions?
The community club does a lot for the city, thank you.
Yeah.
We would also use it for the meeting on Main stuff with the economic development he was doing, so, I don't know, I guess I'd like to see, or I would make a motion that we would, go 50/50 on the purchase price, and then the city would own it and pay it.
Community club should,
For instance, right now, we have tents in the ambulance shed, and those tents upstairs, they're heavy to haul down.
is there a second to the motion? Roll call.
Tom,
Yes.
Wolf, Reese, Lauren,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes. Motion carries, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So, what, I guess what we'll do, Linda, is, the city will just end up purchasing it. We'll just end up receiving money from LVCC then to pay your half. That way.
Perfect, that would be perfect. Thank you very much.
Especially this time of year.
Okay, we want to talk about the biggest thing to hit Lakeview in a while, is some great places.
Great places designation, yeah.
Jane, didn't you say we've been doing this for 15 years, we finally got it?
Yes,
Yes.
isn't that about right? About 15
Our first
years?
try was in 2005, I think. Now, we haven't done it every year, but that's a long time ago.
And we have Brent tonight, he's the chairman of Hometown Pride, he did everything.
I just wanna,
Not everything.
Not pretty close.
Excellent
before
job.
you say anything, Brent, I just wanna say, I read the grant application or the application before we went in, and it was awesome job, good job.
Thank you.
Just like your guards.
All right, I'm here on behalf of the Lakeview Hometown Pride Committee this evening. We are thrilled to announce that our application to designate Lakeview as an official great place was recently approved by the Iowa Department of Cultural Affairs. It's worth noting this achievement, it was made possible not only by the application submitted by our committee, but also by the support we received from local organizations, from businesses, as well as many volunteers who throughout the years have sought to better our community. Through this designation, Lakeview will join a select group of towns, cities, and regions in Iowa officially recognized as a great place. There's a handout which you can see the exactly what towns and regions of the state are currently designated as a great place. In addition, our community will have improved access to various state resources and be eligible for grants offered through their Iowa Great Places program. Upon entering the program, Lakeview will be subject to a memorandum of understanding between it and the state acting through the Iowa Department of Cultural Affairs. I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight some of the key points in this MOU. Under Section 4, the state will agree to promote projects identified in the Vision Plan. The Vision Plan, you may remember, was the core of our application where we identified 3 main projects: a community center, lake improvement projects, and downtown improvements. The state also agrees in the MOU to provide technical assistance and professional development to the Great Place. The MOU also states that the state is not obligated to provide funds for any project. According to Section 5 of the MOU, as an official Great Place, Lakeview will be obligated to implement the proposal pursuant to the Vision Plan. Our community will bear the designation as an Iowa Great Place for a period of 5 years, which begins on today, July 1st, 2019, at the end of which we will have to reapply for designation. Lakeview will also have to be an active participant in our Great Places program, which means that some of its representatives will have to attend a minimum of 2 Iowa Great Place meetings or events in the 5-year period, and then network with other Great Place communities and mentorships and so forth. Sections 7 through 10 of the MOU discuss various grounds and means for termination of the agreement. To move forward, we are just seeking the city council to consider to enter as party into this memorandum of understanding and thereby allow Lakeview to bear the official designation of an Iowa Great Place. Any questions?
I would make a motion that we enter into the agreement.
And I'll second it.
Roll call.
Hey, Tom,
Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
Reese,
Yes.
Holden. Yep. Thank you.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thanks again to Hometown Pride event.
Great job.
Thank you.
You know, as we move forward with, the Great Places program, you know, I see the Hometown Pride Committee being really the steering committee of the Great Places projects. So, it's a terrific opportunity then for our Hometown Pride Committee to stay engaged, now that we're actually in the last year of the Hometown Pride project. So we keep progressing forward with lots of good projects.
So do they give you a lot of info about what kind of grants, you know, what projects would be covered or, you know, just
Just, the biggest financial asset out of being determined, designated as a great place is that you're eligible to apply for Great Places, some Great Places funding, okay, which is limited only to Great Places who can apply.
So any kind of project is eligible, or does it have to be
We-
cultural, or?
No, we would continue to work on these projects that we identified in a vision. So, again, that's downtown improvements, lake improvements projects, and communities. So that'd be the three.
And if we, I mean, is there any criteria that we have to do that says, yes, you've done this, or, I mean,
The entirety of the legal arrangement is in this memorandum of understanding, which basically just says, keep working towards what you identified in your vision.
there's no specifics that we have to do this, we have to do this. We're just
As far as any
working
specific
towards it.
timeline. You just keep implementing your vision.
I'd say some of your questions, Vicki, would probably answer too. If we, the way I understand too, there's also networking opportunities within the program and mentorships with other Iowa Great Places, especially for newly designated Iowa Great Places. So I think that some of your questions we could maybe hopefully get a better clarity on through, once we enter this program and get more involved.
Yeah, 'cause it'd be nice to know what can we do and what.
Right. And how to be successful and everything around it, yes.
We talked to Manny over different things. Manny would do different,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and she would help us. Go on, boy. I think she's, yeah, she would. Again, thank you. Welcome, big deal. Okay, ordinance 499, this is our golf cart provisions.
Yeah, a couple of things on that. It's on page 10 of the packet. And this was proposed to amend a few sections of the golf cart ordinance. This being at the top of the page, in section 7703. Okay. That is the current language of that section. And we would then make some changes to item 1 and item 2. Item 1 had said item 71 and 172, so it's just golf carts are forbidden to travel on Highway 175. Now, item 2 had said all state roads within the city limits. And that had always been interpreted then to be North State Road, South State Road also. So the proposed change here would be that golf carts would not be permitted then in all park access roads located entirely within city or state park boundaries. So, for the city, that's Camp Crescent. You know that we would actually have an ordinance to prohibit golf carts within Camp Crescent. And then for the DNR, it's all of those parks lands, all of the roads entirely located within the park boundaries. So, Ice House Point, Gunshot Hill, Arrowhead, the parking areas out at the marina, and those areas would be impermissible in a golf cart.
I noticed that, and, because I wasn't sure if this is the whole, or this is just an amendment. There's no age requirement specified
Yeah,
anywhere.
I think this is only the portions of the
Things that
golf
go
cart
in.
chapter that will be amended. So it does still have age requirements, and it is a licensed driver.
Not,
Is
not
a-
permit.
And isn't it still from
I
like,
believe it's a
basically
licensed
sunrise to sunset?
So it's-
sunrise to sunset.
So it's,
That's the last part.
There's lights on. Is that out there?
State of Iowa
Through the,
demands that. Sunrise to sunset, anything in addition to that is per the municipality.
so the ones that, I got confused on the ones that have license plates, because I really don't see a big difference in that. So those are okay because they're a vehicle.
they're an electric vehicle.
So I just want to make sure it is a licensed driver, it is age 16. Because I certainly see people that all look like they're
Yeah,
16.
Sure.
me too.
It is a licensed driver.
State of Iowa requires a valid driver's license.
Wow. And it can't be a permit, a learner's permit or.
Is there a limit, is there a limit on how many can be in it?
No,
I mean, you can have 5 kids in there and you're okay?
correct.
Oh my.
So basically what we're talking about there is enforcing what's already on the books.
Yeah.
As far as
Yep.
16, we need to really do a better job of enforcing that particular
Yes.
part of
I
it.
think so too, because there'd be a real tragedy.
Now, you said parking lots. Is the parking lot down by the beach? Is that okay, go in there?
It will be, as far as, that's still part of the road, that's not the campground access road
Okay.
itself, so. That's the way we've always interpreted it.
I would like to make a motion to approve this, but I would like a $10 registration fee on it.
And,
I've
and
been
now,
thinking about that. Why would we change it from $2 to $10?
Well, first of all, you've got manpower to do your inspections of all these that are coming in.
Right, but
And $2, I just don't see as that gets you, it's just ridiculous for $2.
It's not in line with your expenses, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
But basically, Royce is doing it on the time that we're already paying. I guess I just don't see burdening the people that enjoy riding their golf carts around the lake with any further expense, because the ones that don't have the signal lights on or really are gonna have to spend some money.
You pay a registration fee for snowmobiles, for everything.
Right, and, basically what the $2 is covering is what it is that for paperwork.
yeah, so it is, the process really works like this, they just come and say they're interested in that, we get a hold of the police department, and there is a physical inspection then of the golf cart to pick off the items and make sure that they've met all of the requirements, physical requirements for the golf cart. And then it is simply fill out just a sticker. And then the Royce keeps track of the name of the individual and the sticker number. The individual pays their permit fee, and that's it.
I guess I don't, with Royce doing it, he's working, I don't see the reason to raise that fee.
And that's, you're right, I still think it should be $10.
Tammy, that was your motion to insert the $10.
My motion is to, as stated here, but to insert $10.
We have a second on the motion. Roll call.
I want to go through a couple other points here before we vote on this. Because there are a couple other changes.
Oh,
Looking at that middle section there at 7704. 1, 2, 3, 4, that is our current code. 5 and 6 would be new, electric turn indicators. turn signals and then also rear view. Okay. The other thing is 7704A, where this is a state requirement on insurance. Okay, so all that we're doing is acknowledging that state requirement on insurance. But then during the registration inspection, they would need to provide that proof of insurance. Okay. So that's the one time when our police department is for sure checking that they have the insurance that they would need. Okay. This code section, the state code section, is actually treated very similar to any other vehicle. If you're stopped and the officer can come ask you for your license and your proof of insurance, and you ought to be able to provide proof of insurance there.
Well, I think, like, I don't know how many golf carts this affects, having to put in turning signals and that. I mean, I would think the majority of them already have that, or they don't.
No.
No?
No, they don't.
But I do think, like, you know, the cost of it, I mean, I'm not against what Dave wants to do either, really, totally, but the cost, you know, we give these employees raises every year. I mean, your costs go up every year. And if you keep your fees for 1940 just because, well, they're on the plaque, and that doesn't really compute. And this is a minor thing, but I'm just saying, your cost of your police department, just like any other city department or anything, goes up every year.
What do they do with them?
Just go to the general fund.
Yeah, Royce is here doing his job whether he's inspecting golf carts or not. Whether
He
he's on
gets paid
patrol
more
or
than he
not.
did last year.
What's that?
But he gets paid more than he did last year.
Well, it's wonderful that he's.
Whether he's inspecting golf carts or not. And I guess that's why I just don't see the need to burden, especially those on the fence road, with an additional $8 a month fee that the costs, actual costs of printing a sticker are probably less than $2. That's my,
The motion is second, roll call.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Mary Ludwig, 317, Hickory Drive. Does anybody know how much it costs to put in the turning signal kit into a golf cart?
Well, they said
Is anybody looking at that?
Speeds at 650.
$650. So if you have 20 golf carts currently registered in the community to elderly people, now they have to add turning signals, is that the motion?
Correct.
And that's a cost of $650.
Let's say we zoom down.
I
I
thought,
doubt that, but I do not know the answer.
Am I understanding that
I'm not
right?
sure that is,
I don't know if that's
Well,
correct.
that's what they said about you.
I think Stu might be able to
I thought it was like 40 or 60 bucks.
install them.
So I guess I'm
The
not.
signal kit,
Somebody said.
that does not include lights, is $50 online. Not including the signal indicators nor the labor to install them. That would be a universal kit. Signal kit with lights is probably another $40 for the bulbs. And the signal kit with lights, using a factory style, is going to be anywhere from $150 for a lower end, and our older style cart to probably $400 for a modern golf cart. Bottom line is, the older the cart, the more affordable it is.
But you have to make them safe.
Yeah, and I guess, Mary, with all the golf carts going around the lake and everything, I'm in favor of these changes just for the safety factor of it. So I guess I want everybody to be safe.
I understand that, but then you want turning signals for bicycles, and I mean, there's a lot of bicycles in town too.
The state doesn't require it.
My arm works just as good as a bicycler's, and it sticks right on out.
You know, that was brought up at the last meeting, but if you're coming over Gunshot Hill when you're coming up that hill and you're in a car and you're going 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, a bicycle is not as much as of an impeding factor as a golf cart is. It is more of a safety issue, I think, for the golf carts.
We all need to obey the traffic laws, agree. I
You
think-
can't get in every community and jump on your golf cart and go that way.
No, but we're a lake community where tourism is a main draw and
But you
an
want your
amenity.
tourists to be safe at the same time.
Agreed. And I think we're gonna instill a cost of, $400 per community member. That is significant dollars compared to upping the fee from 2 to 10.
If it saves one life, it'll be worth all that.
So you're saying
I
you
don't
would rather
disagree with,
either
I don't disagree
see the
with that.
fee
I
raised than
just
not
wanted to
go.
make sure everybody's aware of the cost that comes with this and.
Yeah, they put them on new cars and they don't work on those either.
Hey, what?
Turn signals don't work on all the cars I've seen.
And I would say the same
They're
with
big enough.
motorcycles and bicyclists, et cetera. We all have to be cautious.
Point well taken. Let's
It's
try that
no.
roll call one more time.
So this would be approving first reading of the ordinance and has a $10 fee in it. Okay, Laura,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Wolf, Reese, Stinkin.
No.
Okay.
Motion's failed.
I'll make a motion with all the above for the $2 fee.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Okay, Wolfman,
Yes.
Reese,
Yes.
Fuller,
No.
Stinkin.
Yes.
Tom.
We're $8 and we go towards the tour service.
Yeah.
So we got no beach.
I'm disappointed, I'll say that.
Motion to waive the three, is that what you want to do?
Right.
Motion to waive the three readings.
The same thing on the before we were there. Look at this bad.
Okay, ordinance 500, parking limitations.
So, so Bill, with what you said, would there be an issue with coming up with an ordinance now, since we did
No.
that?
No, because that's on your agenda. You don't have to do what you did last week to put this on. You didn't even need to make a motion in the last meeting. Really, you just needed to direct the city administrator to create an ordinance and throw the stuff in. The motion was needless.
Right.
in My opinion.
Because we have to do the ordinance thing.
Right.
Yeah, this, it's a unique deal for Lakeview, I guess. This is the first place on public lands that we would have restricted parking based on time. So this is a new section of our parking ordinance. We have not had anything like this before. But this is based off a model, and we feel real good about the ordinance. This would establish 2 hours at the, actually from the exit of Camp Crescent east to Crescent Park Drive. So it's not just those parking spaces, but it's a way to define that area.
How do we know the timing, I guess?
So I talked, with Royce about that, and, they don't chalk tires and that type of stuff anymore. But you can do that through photographs and timestamps on photographs.
So if I'm parked down there, all I'd have to do is go around the block and I'm start over. I'm just.
I would say
I would say so.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm being a little, just, to me, it's gonna be hard to enforce. It really is.
It is relying on the goodness of the motorist, I think.
Well, I think part of the complaint has been that there are residents that are using it as a permanent parking, and I think that the police force is gonna enforce that. That was the understanding.
And the concern was the ones basically in front of the tube, right? That's, but we're going all the way to entrance?
The exit. So it's right from that
Oh,
exit.
the exit. Oh,
That sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was thinking, or go down by the, over there. Okay.
Really just a way to define the area, really more than anything else.
I thought you were talking all the way down.
I thought about that a little bit, but there's actually a turning lane there, you know, back in the day when that was the entrance, there was a turning lane. So it's more amenable parking.
What would the council like to do?
I'll make a motion that we approve this one.
No, second.
Roll call.
Tom? Lauren?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Full? 19?
Yes.
Carries. 1926, setting part-time wages for the officers.
Yeah, it just, when we had considered wages at the last city council meeting, I did not include the part-time officers on it. There was a proposed change then from budget time where they were increased at 3%. So you can see on that resolution, the wages which had been $20 would be $20.60. And our reserve officers had been $15.45.
Motion to approve. Second.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Full? Reese?
Yes.
Full?
No.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tom?
Motion carries. Water carnival activities. Anything different this year?
We're gonna do a water carnival again this year. Yeah. Page 14 is a request from the committee, and then page 15 has the water carnival schedule on it. Just pointing out a couple of the differences. There's a couple differences in schedule that now both the Lions Blackhawk pageant and the Bill Riley show will be on Sunday afternoon. Then the stage entertainment this year, which is Tammy Hall, Tammy will be on stage then on Saturday night at 6:30. So that's a little tweak in the schedule, and really an attempt to try to get folks to stick around a little bit on Sunday, because the Bill Riley Talent Show usually generates quite a bit of a crowd. So we're trying to shake that up a little bit, but other than that, the proposed parade route would be the same, and we would ask for the same street closures.
Second.
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Tom? Reese?
Yes.
Full?
Yes.
Motion carries. We're going to do some electric substation insurance.
Yep, before we do that, take a look at page 16 of the packet first. That, this deals with our general liability, and what the cost of that general liability is. And as Gary Wicker was looking at this, and you look at the high percentage of our liability costs that is associated with the campground. So basically, Gary had asked ICAP, asked their underwriter to reconsider that. You know, why would that be so much? You know, there is some exposure there and whatnot, but even just looking at our claims history, it's pretty minimal. So the underwriter was agreeable to that, and he did change the amount of the contribution into for the campground. It went down just shy of $3,000. So that's been incorporated into our premium for this year. It's premium reduction. So as you look at the cost of the substation stuff that's on the top of page 3, there's some options there based on the amount of the deductible that you would. Okay, so a $5,000 deductible, the premium is $2,639. That covers $2 million worth of replacement costs. Okay, when you look at different deductibles, and then the premiums would vary also. So if you had a $25,000 deductible, $2,246, or $50,000 deductible, premium $1,896. You know, if you have a $50,000 deductible, you're really just looking at catastrophic replacement, and so you wouldn't have any other claims that would meet that deductible.
But you really, by the higher deductible, really not saving. That's per year.
That's per year.
So it's like, basically, they, you know, they did really get that. I mean, it was almost over 5,000, you know, it seems like.
And I guess I would pitch that $5,000 deductible, just for the sake of consistency. That's what we have as a deductible for all of our other property coverage. And the fact that there could be instances out there where there is a claim of more than $5,000. If they had some type of a lightning strike, or something like that, that there's the opportunity then that we could have a claim at a lower dollar amount like that.
You can afford the 5,000, you can't afford the 2.
Yes, exactly right.
It's true.
Second,
Well said.
roll call.
Walter? Reese?
Yes.
Muller?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tom?
Motion carries. Do some snow removal with the raise.
Just when will this take effect? Will it, as soon as we call
July
it?
1st, yeah. Yeah. We will,
Today?
yeah. We'll get it implemented right away, and it'll be for this remainder of the current year, which starts.
The DOT need another agreement.
Every year, they want us to approve this agreement. This is the same agreement that we've had for many years. Now, last year, they substantially increased the payment. So it's $2,000 per lane mile. It's still at $2,000 this year, so total proposed payment is $13,984. We actually got payment for last winter's snow removal. Just got that today, so we recommend again we enter into this.
I'll make that motion.
Second, roll call.
Thank you.
Yes.
Tom? Wolf? Reese?
Yes.
Muller?
Yes.
Motion carries. City Clerk Administrator reports.
I got one question though about that. How do they complete that? Do we have records of that?
About, yes, it's $2,000 per lane mile. And
Like, how do you figure the amount of payments?
It's just about.
yeah, it is not that much.
And they-
I viewed this here, it was several years ago. At that time, they raised from, $700 some to $800 some, and came pretty close to doubling. So,
Well, I'm gonna tell them to do it yourself.
so we're now at $2,000.
I'm not sure we're excited about plowing that snow, are we, Bill?
50% of the work
Yeah.
in town. Some years you do less, last year you did a ton.
Yep.
Now, manholes and intakes, you wanna talk about those manholes and intakes, Bill?
The, one manhole, I've ever seen it down here on the bank. The heavy semi-traffic across there. The south end just keeps caving in, the bricks are breaking off way in the bottom. And we had to put a metal plate over it to get cave in. And, the storm intakes down here by the beginning of the bike trail, that one caved in, and you can't drive over it. And then by Harrison Street and South Blossom, right where Mike Norris was, there's 3 intakes there that caved in. And I looked at every great drain in town, and they should go more years than what these 3 here.
Some of these are pretty old, but they're all.
Probably when they built the town.
So do we need to get rid of those?
We can't have a motion, we just direct.
an agenda item tonight, so you sure can.
We can put bids
But
out for it
just
then?
need a direct.
Wait, we can try to hunt down another bid. Would be, pardon me?
They do that last year?
Yeah.
Last year, 10 Point did it, and Caliber Concrete, 10 Point was cheaper. This year, their bids are virtually the same.
Oh, you've already bid these?
What's that, Dave?
You've already bid these?
I just got one estimate. But this estimate this year was virtually the same as last year's estimate.
But I think 10 Point really did a good
They did a
job.
beautiful job. He came in and knocked it off, and
We're probably not gonna contact help.
I make a motion that we do it instead of.
Do we have to give bids or anything?
I mean, we're not obligated to, for the size of project, we're not obligated. Good practice.
Well, we're not too happy with Calvin Ford.
Well, I just saying who did. 10 Point did a wonderful
Yeah,
job.
they
That's
did.
all.
Motion, or 10, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call.
Reese,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
Tom, Holman. Lola.
Yes.
Motion carries, Bill, get them done. It's only gonna get worse.
I see
Yeah,
a
we're
lot.
looking at this fall though, on the.
right,
Yeah.
everybody, you guys, contractors are behind schedule.
Well, the contractor's up, but any town you go to, you see that these are sinking and pouring on. Terrible.
We get
The water.
these three manholes fixed in this lift station, you're sitting pretty good on that situation.
Just a few other things for you. The Blackhawk LPA is kicking off their fundraising efforts. Want to talk about that anyway?
Well, what they're doing is they're going out for funding, and they have a goal of $200,000 that they want to raise to help with the DNR project. Spoil sites, with the dredging process, and so what they're doing is they're having a fundraiser, they're going back out about asking for donations and receiving along that line. They approached me about what the city would have to offer. There's no need for an answer tonight, but you guys can think about a number if you think the city should participate, which I think we should. That's my opinion, because of the lake, that is the lifeblood of our, and any improvements that we can make on the lake is an improvement that helps the whole community. I look at DNR, they kind of kicked off about $1 billion off our sewer. It actually helps the cause of a lot of things too. So I want you just to think about if the city should be a participant in this fundraiser, and if you have a dollar amount, that you're thinking about, it's not, they're talking about coming to make a presentation to us about it, so I would like you guys to think about what your thoughts is, if and what you would want to help with the project. So again, we had a meeting, the kickoff plan will be coming up here shortly, and things get together, kind of putting it out there. Mary is really involved in it. And like I said, it's a process that we have a goal, try to have this all done by Labor Day week. So it's coming up quicker than what you think. We're in July already, so.
Isn't it true that they have a lot of money set aside for this?
Yeah, for the dredging, then, yeah, they're making a commitment. I can't give you the exact dollars, but it's in the billions. Like I said, I guess the best story I could tell you is that Ben Wallace told us a story about that. They're having a project up at Clear Lake, that they were gonna invest some money in doing some work up there, and they held a public meeting, and nobody showed up. So that convinced them that there was nobody interested in it, so they just dropped the project up there. So, again, that's, the more of the communities involved, the better off we are in securing funds and getting the job done right. They spent a lot of money already south of here, from Breeder. They've been putting up terraces and they've been lining streams. They've got a holding area, but it's all been to help hold that sediment back. And this is important to try and we got the inlet dredge, so they're doing the steps, and the next step is going into the lake. And they're talking 1,500,000 cubic feet of sediment that they want to clear out, so I think that's a big project. That's going to, you're not going to get that done, I don't think, in a year, but what I'm saying, it could be a 2-year project. But they've learned their lesson about that too, is that they have the mobilization, they come in, set up. Last time they got it half done and they went away and came back and they paid a second mobilization. So what they'll try to do is be able to keep the people here or the equipment here, and they won't be pulling it out, over the winter, I'm sure, if they don't get it done. So they've learned some lessons.
One of the meetings I went to, Ben said $10 million does not go very far. That sounds like a lot of money, but when you start dredging, he said it's not very far. And if you're gonna purchase a spoil site, and you're gonna dredge, and all the costs that go with initiating the dredge, it's not a lot of money. So the more the community raises, the more of that money can go into actual dredging, or maybe dredging a little larger area than what they had anticipated. So anything that they do, that this group raises money for, is above and beyond.
Is that berm still gonna go in? Close to it?
Yeah, that's
We
supposed
put
to.
what, 200,000?
Oh, for the fish barrier?
Yeah.
Yep. We're at 300,000. And, yeah, everything's still.
Yeah, and we made a nice commitment there, and that's why I want you guys to think about what you think we should do as a city. Again, I'll say, I think as a city, we should be involved in it, because the only what's good for the whole community, but also all to DNR, and then the guys that's got the purse strings, and we want to show that we're committed to it as well as they are.
The other thing, Whitey didn't mention, but expect that the LPA committee will be at the next council meeting to discuss. So the 15th. A couple other things for you on Keith Carroll in the building downtown. He still wants to get along with that. He's had more health problems here recently. They've been hospitalized for a while. So that's kind of the update there. There's no action yet, but
Did they do the appraisal?
they were in and did the appraisal, and he was getting ready to roll on it now. He said, but again, he had some health problems here in the hospital.
So, at current time, he still intends to purchase a new home.
So how are we gonna monitor that?
Just, right now, it's just having routine contact with him, trying to get it.
The agreement is kind of been approved by his attorney, it's just you have to change the dates.
Yeah, actually, the agreement's been executed. And the agreement can still function real well, because, it says so much time for each phase from date of possession. So it didn't have any hard and fast calendar dates in there. It said 6 months from the date, or 9 months from the date. Just work out at the lagoon continues. Just know that they have some real concerns out there yet about groundwater. And they have installed drainage tile out there, and that's been their answer so far, is to try to work with that. It's not accomplishing what would need to be done. You know, as I talked with the engineer about that though, he just really holds fast to the contract, basically. You know, the contractor is responsible for dewatering and stuff. And the only two things that were ever mentioned were install some drainage tile or install well points. And that would be the next thing, is that they have to try to install those well points if they don't have any success.
Well, we certainly don't want to get a bill and then find out we have a problem.
Very true. Yeah, very true.
So the engineer will sign off on this at some point?
Because, yeah, they'll get this 2-foot clay liner in there, and then there's testing to be done on that. And if there's no water goes in to fill it up until the testing is done.
So if it doesn't test right, or if the engineer signs off on it, and then we have problems after it's all built, they will be responsible. We are very, very, very clear about that.
We certainly know it's not the city's responsibility. It's, you know, it's the contractor doing it and the engineer testing. So, yes.
Scott, John has a 1-year warranty after he's done. But after 1 year, then it's yours.
You're talking about what, compaction bill?
Just work.
Hauling the dirty?
Well, there's the water coming up. And then, right? The water seeping up.
It ain't seeping, it's pouring in.
But that wouldn't be Healy's.
John told me he's responsible for that, what he's doing for 1 year after the job is done.
Responsible for, see, I'm
Is
just,
it leaks?
The leaks out.
You know, our,
But that's, there is a bit of testing.
The Thurman Hicks is the one that put the wells in.
ultimately, when our relationship is only with Thurman Hicks. You know, they are the contract holder, that is the responsible party for this. You know, Healy's the subcontractor with them, and they may have arrangements between Healy and the contractor. We have a contract, and it's with Thurman Hicks, and that's, you know, Thurman Hicks is the bond that's paid up, and that's who we
I just don't want to get into anything like we did up last year.
Thurman Hicks put the tile in, John. They did the tile work there on it.
I haven't been up there for 2 weeks, so.
You don't have much, John doesn't have much work left.
It,
It should take a long time to put that line to the east side.
there's a lot of groundwater there too.
They got wells there.
And then the last point just is about the streets in Caliber, that the Iowa Concrete Paving Association was here, and we met with them and Merck, walked through the project again, and they were noticing, you know, some change, and they had about 2 additional areas that they would add as points of concern. There was one additional panel up on 7th Street, and then wanted to make sure to add into their report that whole area over the short sewer. So that's all been documented as far as the Concrete Paving Association's concerned about the stuff over the short sewer.
Before we go, Bill, you're doing a good job. A lot of stuff is getting done, that needs done. Motion to adjourn? Second?
I'll second it.
Meeting adjourned.